Hello everyone, welcome to the new episode of Global Investment Journal. This is Jonathan again. Today we will be sharing our analysis on Siemens from Germany. Before we start, please like and subscribe our video and YouTube channel for more content. We share our insight on global multi-asset management through our English videos bi-weekly. In May, we share our view on smart grid and its possibility of growth in the market. In that episode, we introduced Siemens as a German company that we are very looking forward and have already invested since 2020. For a small introduction, Siemens is a multinational enterprise that targets worldwide market. 50% of its revenue comes from Europe, as seen on the pie chart on the left. They've also reorganized their segments a few quarters ago, including digital industries, smart grid, mobility, healthcare, and financial service. We love all these themes, but most importantly, we noticed that revenue for all these segments are pretty efficiently spread. Therefore, it is important not to only emphasize on its smart grid infrastructure, but also their other businesses. Firstly, we will talk about digital industries. On a side note, I do not have to admit they have a really good presentation on investor relations. Within this sector, digital industries, they show what potential geographical market that there are and what business mix there is. From the green pie chart on the business mix, we can see that Siemens put a lot of effort in automatic and digitalizing different forms of industries such as industrial software. They have both horizontal and vertical supply chains. This presentation also tells you what competitors they have in each business sector, so you can compare Siemens against these companies yourself. We've chopped out the portfolio sector where it shows the related products of the digital industries business. Apart from software development, they also involve in hardware products such as motors and engines. The reason this is important is because it is important to control these hardwares and create an automatic operation system by suitable software. And by creating all this product in Siemens portfolio, it basically occupying the whole supply chain. We would like to drag your focus into their key priorities which we are looking forward to. They rank the 5 main priorities, including expanding their market shares and being more innovative in designing their products in order to create more synergy for themselves and improve the efficiency for the industry chain. The second sector would be the one we always mention in the past in our Chinese video: smart infrastructure. Within this sector, there is not only smart grid but also smart building, which are buildings minimize their pollution and even create a self-regulate system. Not to mention, EVs are a part of a city's smart infrastructure as well. Those possibilities and potentials are definitely not to be underestimated for future development. All the technologies you see in their portfolio are a part of a big theme: Internet of Things. From applying IC chips to the buildings and expanding even to smart grid, you create a complete solutions. To put their key priorities in short, its growth is benefiting from new energy trends. Digitalization is their key goal, and we should anticipate more innovation from Siemens in the future. Next up is mobility. Siemens is long-standing in the mobility sector, making electric trains in Europe since the 80s, and even building airplanes in World War I. Its portfolio has a large range of transportation, from railway solutions to intelligent traffic systems. They aim to step up their game in digitalizing transport service through improving the efficiencies of management systems, such as railway booking service, and increasing the efficiency of transport control. Last but not least, healthcare may not be the most obvious sector when it comes to Siemens, but we must mention that it is applying technology to overcome the labor limitation within the health sector. Their portfolio focuses on the aim to minimize labor work in order to create a more productivity healthcare environment. For example, scanning and analyzing device, and device that can help to reduce the steps in surgeries. Recently speaking, Siemens is also involved in COVID-related healthcare activities. In this sector, we think that it is in a very sustainable industry with foreseeable development in the futures. Siemens is a big name player in the digitalization industry, as seen as their technology development mentioned above. I think it won't be hard for them to catch up on healthcare innovation with their current experts. Another notable highlight for this company is their ability to grow through acquisition, even selling its subsidiaries that does not create chemistry. And we think this is particularly important for a multinational enterprise because efficiency and effectiveness is key. There's no time and money to waste for these large businesses. For example, Siemens acquired healthcare company 2Lab, who aim to put an advanced fight against cancer in USA. This to create a synergy where they would expand the geographical locations. For Siemens, this acquisition strengthens its position in healthcare. Next example would be ChargePoint, a company we have exposed to as well, showing that Siemens is definitely broadening their new energy portfolio and enabling themselves to diversify their market through investing in EV charging. It has recently announced that they have plans to add more EV charging stations in USA. For smart grid, Siemens acquired C&S Electric in India, a low voltage power distributor. When it comes to microgrid, low voltage electric power is needed. In fact, acquiring an Indian company may be a sign for expanding smart grid business geographical exposure. In October 2020, Siemens completed their spin-off of Siemens Energy. This actually creates more value to both stocks in our opinion. It gives Siemens more opportunity to finance their new innovations. Overall, we often emphasize that we love companies with an aim to create a complete ecosystem within their industry. And Siemens is one of the companies that perform this under digitalization and smart grid infrastructure. Hence, we think it's an attractive stock. At the moment, its PE ratio is not high, at 19.3 times, and its dividend yield is decent as well. We organize a chart for each sector's change in revenue. You can see that all sectors have recovered from COVID, especially for digital industries. It is recovering at a high speed. For healthcare, it has the most rapid growth in the last quarter, reaching a 51% high. For technical analysis, we attached a weekly graph dating from 2007. In June's Chinese sharing, we mentioned that we'll keep an eye on whether this stock can maintain its position above the green light. Today, we can see that this was indeed a correction touching the trend line in July, testing our previous support. We'll have to see if this stock is strong enough to beat its high at 145.8 and break through that price. Let's look at the FATA score for Siemens. Its growth momentum, dividend yield, quality, and ESG are all scored very high, particularly for ESG. We want to point out the increasing effort they are putting into EVs and is aimed to provide net zero carbon system for their client as well. the commitment is very obvious. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to click the like button if you have enjoyed our analysis on this German multinational enterprise. If there are any companies you would like us to look through, or if you know any fun fact about Siemens, feel free to comment down below. We will see you at our next sharing.